Over the weekend, the Houston Rockets general manager tweeted support for the pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong, who are hoping that the territory will declare independence from China. It seemed like a really woke thing to do, but apparently he didn't realize that there's a lot of NBA fans in China, and that's bad for business. So under pressure from the Chinese government, he apologized, saying, quote, "I did not intend my tweet to cause any offense to Rocket fans and friends of mine in China. I was merely voicing one thought based on one interpretation of one complicated event. I have had a lot of opportunities since that tweet to hear and consider other perspectives. Oh, like communism's great. I have always appreciated the significant support our Chinese fans and sponsors have provided, and I would hope those who are upset will know that offending or misunderstanding them was not my intention. My tweets are my own and in no way represent the Rockets or the NBA. It was just a misunderstanding to support democracy. Hail Chairman Mao." Houston Rockets star James Harden then decided to praise the communists and throw democracy under the bus.
Yeah, we apologize. We love China. We love, playing there. I know for both of us individually, we go there, once or twice a year. They show us the most support and love. So, we appreciate them as a fan base, and we love everything, they're about, and we appreciate their support that they give us individually and as an organization. So, we love you.
We love everything they're about, he says. Well, liberals are communists, so maybe he's being honest. This comes just days after South Park aired an entire episode mocking Hollywood film studios for bowing to the pressures of China by literally changing entire plot lines in movies so that the Chinese government will allow the films to be distributed in their country.
It's so wrong, we live in a time where the only movies that us American kids go see are ones that are approved by China. Yeah, it's like China is the new MPAA.
When producers were preparing to remake the 1980s hit Red Dawn, they originally planned to have the bad guys be China, but then they realized that they couldn't distribute the film in China, so they changed them to the North Koreans. In the Top Gun sequel, scheduled to be released next summer, producers had to remove a Taiwanese flag that was originally part of the patch on Maverick's jacket in order to appease the Chinese government and get distribution there. Just like in Hong Kong, there's a movement in Taiwan to declare independence from China, and the Chinese government doesn't want to show any support for that in any Hollywood movies. The Chinese government, of course, didn't like South Park making fun of them and pointing out that they basically control Hollywood, and so now South Park has been banned in China. The Hollywood Reporter reports that after the Banned in China episode mocked Hollywood for shaping its content to please the Chinese government, Beijing has responded by deleting all clips, episodes, and discussions of the Comedy Central show there. And unlike the NBA, South Park is not apologizing. Well, I guess they did, but it's a parody apology. They released this official statement from the creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Like the NBA, we welcome the Chinese censors into our homes and hearts. We too love money more than freedom and democracy. President Z doesn't look like Winnie the Pooh at all. Tune in to our 300th episode this Wednesday at 10. Long live the great Communist Party of China. Now that's the proper response to communist censorship. But it's not just Hollywood and the NBA which are bowing to Red China. It's also the big tech companies like Google and Apple as well. Google was exposed secretly working with the Chinese on Project Dragonfly, which is basically a version of the search engine which links together all of the citizens' IDs with all of their searches to help the government keep tabs on what everybody's looking up. And Apple censors the Taiwan flag emoji for anybody using an iPhone in China. And let's not forget that Netflix censored a comedy show for Saudi Arabia after the comedian offended the Saudis. Since Disney owns ESPN and they definitely want those Disney movies to continue to be distributed in China, I'm sure we won't hear many sportscasters on ESPN calling out the NBA for supporting communism and denouncing democracy. The way things are going, YouTube will probably demonetize this video for me speaking ill of their precious partners, the Communist Chinese. So big thanks to all you guys who sponsor the channel through Patreon and PayPal, and everybody who gets my shirts and my books. And speaking of books, I have a new one coming out next month, which I'm sure you're gonna love, but it is a surprise, so stay tuned for that. And check back tomorrow for a new report, and I will see you soon.